Hi, you guys. Welcome to my channel or welcome back. So today I'm going to be talking about my Q2 lineup. So I'm going to show you a bit of what didn't work for me in the first 3 months of the year and what I have been currently using and what is working. So let's jump into what didn't work and what is going to be what I'm using for the next few months or until anything sort of changes in terms of lifestyle. So let's get started. So here is two items that I sort of phased out over the year. I was deciding to bring in my happy planners. I was gifted some happy planners, but I found that the size just wasn't working for me. And I'm referring to classic. So I had three happy planners, a dashboard, a horizontal lined, and as well as vertical. We all know my sort of relationship with, if you're not new, my relationship with a horizontal. I definitely tried to make it work, and incorporating the three that I had, but it just didn't last. And I just refuse to kind of keep trying systems that are not working for me, or maybe that in this time of my life I'm not very interested in. So I definitely phased out my happy planners, and then I attempted to bring in a mini. So last year I truly loved working in my mini. Here is a dashboard. So what I tried to do was cut down one of these to see if maybe if I take a mini and, resize it, punch it, put it into basically a ring binder, like a personal, but even that wasn't really working for me either. So I feel like if I had maybe put this into a personal wide, I wouldn't have lost so much here. But I think just once I cut off the edge, then you're definitely going to lose, parts of it. And I just said, you know what? If I'm not going to use this in a disc bound system, then I don't see the point in cutting it down, trying to use the inserts right now. So this may be something that, halfway through the year, I might decide that I want to bring out. I truly love a dashboard layout. I do love happy planners, sort of home here and, your dailies here. And I was using even a big to do some of, I introduced a big happy planner to do some of my journaling, and it was a dashboard, but that coiled got phased out as well. I think I wanted things that were a little bit more compact, portable. So these got phased out, and definitely, as I said, these are undated. I can always redate these or bring them back sort of, throughout the year because it doesn't expire until December. But that hasn't ever stopped me from using a planner, even if it is out of date. So that is something that I am no longer using. And I'm going to bring in my stack here, and I have a whole bunch of planners that are working. So I'm going to put them up here and show you what I'm currently using. So I do have a Hobonichi. So I had tons of Hobonichi covers from when I was doing my cash stuffing in these. Then I had used I think these were basically I used, I think, just for my cash stuffing. So I did make some envelopes to do some cash envelopes, which is saving your money and carrying it in, a planner. And then I sort of retired this method. I moved into using like ring binders. So I phased these out, but I still had these covers, and I was like, how can I incorporate these covers? The Hobonichi has definitely been something that is circulating a lot. So I thought, you know what, let me go and see if I could find a notebook to use. So I was able to get this notebook, and I am just journaling in here. So if you could see, it is basically just a grid paper that I'm using. And I feel that like this is perfect because for me, like it's undated and I don't have to worry about getting in here before like the page is expired, seeing sort of all this white space. And I could use this if I want to journal for the next 10 years and not worry about I need to fill it up necessarily. So I'm currently using this just to journal in, write down my thoughts, those kind of things. And this has been working for me, to pick up when I'm feeling sort of stressed. Anytime I want to do any Bible journaling, whatever it is, if I'm reading something, I can log it in here. If I've had, a word that I want to, study or work on, I can put it in here. And this style has been working great for me. So I'm loving that. Next thing is going to be my personal. So my personal size planner is ring bound, and I do have a setup video on this. I'm currently in my Louis Vuitton agenda, and this is in the damier Eben or Abine, and I am using this for basically just all of my finances. So I did move everything out of here, this Moterm personal wide, and I just wanted one space just for financials. So I chose to use, because I want to use the things that I do have and not purchase new things. So I just created some inserts. Not created, I used some Infinite Lotus inserts and other financial inserts I had bought at the end of last year, this year, and I just resized them to use in here. So I have in here my bills, my budget, my inbox, and a little note section. So I do have a flip through, a setup of this if you're interested. But basically, I'm just using this right now to, track my bills, my spending. So that has been working. And I have not been using the sort of like budget, like things that I've purchased, like I'm using that with like my expenses. But my savings tracker, stuff like that, I haven't filled out really. I'm definitely doing a lot more digital like saving, which I will start to share hopefully soon. So most of my saving has moved to basically not cash stuffing, but I definitely want to get back into it again. So this will be part of that setup and what I'll be showing in conjunction with all of my cash stuffing and my savings. So that is what I'm using my personal size planner for. So next is my pocket size. So my pocket size is my on the go. So mainly I am using a pocket size in order to track spending when I'm on the go. I carry myself and my children's health cards in here. So I keep extra cards in here because I am using a very small wallet. And this is basically like my lists and things that I need on the go. I have like my to-dos in here, and anytime I go to the grocery store, I can always just pull this out. I don't have to necessarily take out the whole thing if I'm shopping. And yeah, it's just been good for, as I said, something that I can use on the go, keep my pen here, and it's easy to grab, it's easy to use, and I can definitely always use a pocket size, something that I can write notes down, like when I'm out. I do have my phone, obviously, I could do that there as well, but I'm just definitely into having paper and pen when I'm shopping and doing all those things. Especially if I'm out, like I don't want to leave my phone sitting in the cart while I'm, shopping, but I can always grab a piece of paper, leave it in the cart, and that way when I'm shopping, I can pick up things and check them off as I go. Then lastly is going to be my personal wide, which is my catch-all. And this is sort of, the bread and butter. So this is housing everything I need for home maintenance and for, my everyday sort of needs. I have in here also my social media, which I could definitely do, go back into that same mini happy planner just to use for social media. So I think if I'm going to incorporate going into my Q2, I may try that like offline, because I don't really like to show like so much that I'm changing up my systems until I feel like more it is a routine, and then I can say, okay, this is working, and reintroduce it to my lineup. So currently everything's housed in here on my calendar. I have all my videos when I'm posting, like my schedule. I have my notes and list categories. So if you ever want to see any of these like setup videos, definitely check out, how I have them set up. So that is basically what I'm using my personal wide for, along with like everyday, as you can see here, it is, a total of 8 boxes with a memo here, and the boxes are through Monday. It's a Monday start through Sunday. So I've definitely, since my cloth and paper inserts that I was gifted with my first personal wide VDS. So I really do like the setup. These ones are printables from Infinite Lotus. You can buy them, I think, already done, but if you want to change up your systems as often as probably I do, then definitely I think that printables work the best. I can use these printables, which I have been doing in multiple planners, and then I don't feel like I'm having to waste money by reordering new inserts because I've changed my size. So this has been working. These are the four that are here, with the potential of having, I think, this mini reintroduced. Do I miss this? Absolutely. So I think maybe I may move my social media into here and leave this for more just home and have all these separate systems. And it's not too much for me because I'm not going in all of these all the time. Like, this is going to be my carry when I'm out. That's something that I use once I'm out. This will be for bills, budgeting, and finances, which I will use periodically. And then, writing down my thoughts in here and my feelings, and journaling or faith keeping, which is something that I don't need to feel pressured to kind of do for the day if it's not dated. So all of this has been kind of a no pressure system for me. And I think I'm able to kind of get things done without this sort of overwhelming pressure to use them. So definitely let me know what you have stuck with for 2023, what you kind of let go. Are you finding yourself, in a new system, trying new things that you probably wouldn't have tried before? I know a lot of the ring girls are in Hobonichis, and the ring girls, I've moved on to Dis and so forth. So let me know what you're using. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely hit subscribe on your way out, and then I will see you on another video.